Woman suddenly noticed monsters appearing beneath Wei's feet. Wei immediately grabbed his weapon and looked down, only to see countless creatures crawling upward. Drasa quickly started firing to stop them from climbing. With the two of them working together, the canyon slowly calmed down, but Drasa realized something. If monsters were climbing up from the front, then there had to be some on her side too. As she cautiously leaned out to check, a monster's hand suddenly appeared, struggling to climb up. Luckily, she stepped back in time and knocked it down. Soon they noticed more and more monsters gathering below them. One of the creatures accidentally triggered the suspended bombs they had set. The explosion knocked Drasa to the ground. Wei had no choice but to fight on both sides, taking out the monsters in front of him, while also dealing with the ones beneath his feet. Fortunately, Drasa quickly got back up and rejoined the fight. On both sides of the canyon, there were still plenty of defense systems. As the monsters climbed, they triggered the automated defenses. The weapons on both sides of the canyon began firing on their own. With just the two of them, and dozens of defense systems, they fought until nearly sunrise, before everything finally settled down. Wei used to be an elite special forces soldier. After retiring, he was secretly assigned to a remote canyon on a classified mission. He was stationed in a 100-meter-high tower, and directly across from him was another identical watchtower. Along the edge of the canyon, there was a Gatling gun every 50 meters, and the bottom was filled with suspended mines. Wei couldn't help but wonder, what exactly were they guarding here? The veteran soldier didn't answer directly. Instead, he pulled the pin on a grenade and tossed it deep into the canyon. Moments later, an explosion echoed back, followed by a strange, terrifying roar. Wei didn't ask any more questions, but he knew this mission was going to be far from easy. The veteran had believed that after enduring a year here, he would be rewarded and finally go home. But the truth was, from the moment they arrived, they were already sacrifices, because the secret of the canyon could never be revealed. Wei thought he would spend the whole year in complete isolation, until one day, he spotted a woman in the opposite tower through his binoculars. The loneliness of guarding the canyon made both of them incredibly bored, and they grew curious about each other. Drasa couldn't hold back her curiosity and fired a shot into the sky. The gunshot immediately caught Wei's attention. When he looked through his binoculars, he understood what she meant. But remembering the veteran's warning, he simply wrote, "No communication." Drasa wrote back, "It's my birthday today, so I can do whatever I want." Her childish move made Wei laugh. He picked up a cup of water and toasted her from afar. In that boring place, the two of them began to communicate. Drasa asked what he was good at. Wei humbly said he was decent at shooting. That didn't sit well with Drasa, who was also a top sniper. She shot his cup out of his hand to challenge him. Wei immediately fired back in response. Just as Drasa was about to suggest a more exciting game, she noticed movement below. Monsters had appeared again. This was the first time either of them had ever seen the creatures in the canyon. They fought all the way until sunrise before the monsters finally retreated. Drasa bandaged her wounds, and both of them felt lucky to have survived. After sunrise, they began resetting their defenses, repairing the damaged nets, and replacing the bombs. After all, those were the only things keeping them alive. From then on, they got to know each other through written messages. To fight the boredom, they even played chess across the canyon. Wei decorated a Christmas tree for Drasa, and they built matching snowmen to keep each other company. As days passed, they slowly fell in love. Then one day, Wei made a bold decision. He was going to meet her. He tied a cable to a missile and launched it into the forest near Drasa's tower. Drasa immediately understood his plan. She was shocked and excited. She grabbed a fire extinguisher, put out the missile's flames, and secured the cable. Wei picked some wild flowers by the roadside as a gift for her, then set off without hesitation. After so long, the two finally met face to face. Wei gave her the flowers, and they shared a candlelight dinner right at the edge of the canyon. They spent a beautiful night together. But eventually, Wei had to go back. Just as he was about to return, something went wrong. A monster triggered one of the suspended bombs, and the explosion sent shrapnel flying, cutting the cable. Drasa panicked when she saw it happen. She rushed back inside, grabbed her weapons, and without hesitation jumped into the canyon. Meanwhile, Wei was lucky. He landed on a tree and wasn't seriously hurt. Drasa soon found him. Together, they were about to explore this monster-filled canyon and uncover the truth behind it.